Hey, Little Moth here. So I've talked about in previous videos how everything starts in the spiritual and then manifests in the physical. So, a lot of times, like, our media and movies will reflect a certain timeline of events that is starting in the spiritual, manifesting in the physical. There will always be clues and hints around us as to what is coming, as to what is being created, as to what is manifesting. So, a lot of times I will watch, I haven't really lately, but sometimes I'll have time to watch shows on Hulu. It's like a free TV thing, and they have like a feed basically of like new movie trailers that are coming out and stuff like that. So I just went through it and felt led to kind of go through it and look and see what's on the table, look and see what the mirror is reflecting to us about what's going to be coming, what's happening. So the first one I got was there's a show called Sleepy Hollow that I actually watched a little while back, and it's actually very interesting because it deals with Bible prophecy and revelations. So, it's the story of this guy who is from like Revolutionary War times and is killed, and then he like wakes up in modern times and has to figure out how to save the town of Sleepy Hollow from destruction and disaster and all of the things that are happening in the book of Revelation. And in order to do that, they find this old Bible and have to deal with like all the prophecies and stuff. So there was a little ad for that, and it says, "Catch up with Sleepy Hollow before season 2 starts." And kind of when I first started watching this was kind of also when I like first started making videos. So I have a feeling there will be an interesting season 2. So there's that. Also, 8/29/14, the movie comes out. It's called As Above, So Below, which is basically also like on earth as it is in heaven, in the physical as it is in the spiritual. So, people who are, well, how do I say this? People who are negative, who are creating hell in the spiritual, are going to be manifesting that hell here on earth. As above, so below. People who are creating heaven in the spiritual are going to be bringing that to earth. As above, so below. It's everything here is a reflection of our spiritual state. So there's that. Also, August 29th, there's a movie called The Calling, and it says, "Pray for the prey." It's a play on words. Obviously, it's P-R-A-Y and P-R-E-Y. And I'll try to find a picture of the movie poster because it's really interesting the way that they have it shown. Because on one side is, you don't really necessarily see the for the, so you just see pray and pray, kind of like this. Do, 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 pray and pray. Sorry. So that's having to do with either like you're going to be praying or you're going to be falling prey to a lot of things. Then 9/1/2014, it's called The Deadlands. And I honestly really believe that the title of this movie ties into a coming natural disaster that is going to cause a sort of death, like a sea of dead. So that is 9/1/14. Then, let's see, 9/30/2014. It's called The Demon's Rook, and the little catchphrase of the movie is called The Evil is Upon Us. And I went to read the description, and it's about like this little town or something, but the first two words of the description just say, chaos descends. So that also ties in with as above, so below. There is 10/10/2014, a movie called Whiplash coming out. And so, okay, I feel like Whiplash is tied into, this is like a worldwide happening. Whiplash happens like if you are in an accident or go through some kind of like traumatic event. Basically, how you get whiplash is your body is moving in a certain direction. If there is a sudden altering or stopping of that, or if there's a sudden impact to you, you go in that direction even further, but then hit back suddenly. Your trajectory is suddenly changed. You are suddenly thrown into the opposite direction. I feel like this is going to be something that happens in the world. A whiplash, so to speak, in regards to an event that happens. That will stop people in their tracks, cause a sudden change of direction, a sudden change of trajectory, that will just be like super traumatic. So that's what I've got for things that are upcoming. Obviously there's a few more, but I didn't want to get into all of them. I try to just keep it kind of within the next month. So if you have any questions or any comments, leave them in the text box below, and in case I don't see you, good afternoon, good evening, and good night.